Hey, how you guys doing today? My name is Denars, and I am the host of the Mars Show. And you know what? I think we're gonna have a ladies' week this week. We're gonna go have a ladies' week, and I think we're gonna go ahead and just show some love to all the women of the channel this week, as many as we can, as many as we can. All right. And the title of this video is Chicken Fajitas, and I did get this video from Laura in the kitchen. I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody had a good day yesterday, and I hope everyone continues to have a good day for the remainder of such. Now we'll go ahead and jump right on into the video. Let's go.
Guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this
Hi, Miss
episode of
Laura.
Laura in the Kitchen, we are getting spicy, we're getting sizzling, we're getting excited, we're making homemade chicken fajitas, which I love. And I am
do
almost
too.
certain that in the last 13 years of being here, I have never showed you how I make my chicken fajitas, which are actually so simple and easy to put together. I feel like the spice mixture is a game changer. I am making this in my trusty.
Hold up, y'all. Let's give Miss Laura a hand before she get going. Let's go. Let's go. We definitely welcome you with the open arms here in the at the Marsh, Miss Laura. Let's go.
The
All right,
old,
that's enough out of me.
classic, inexpensive, beautiful cast iron skillet, but you can also do this on your outdoor like flat top griddle if you've got a Blackstone or anything like that.
Okay.
That would work great. So all you need for the actual fajitas themselves is not a lot. You're going to have your chicken. Of course, I'm using boneless, skinless chicken breast. I've also done this with thighs with great results. Peppers, I'm using red, orange, and green.
Okay.
Calm down. I know, but it's good. In here, it's good. Onion,
We rolling with
limes,
you,
and
Miss
then
Laura. We rolling
for
with you.
the spice mixture, it's very simple. You will need some chili powder, granulated garlic,
Okay.
onion. This is paprika,
Okay.
granulated cumin, oregano, smoked paprika, a touch of brown sugar. The brown sugar sort of offsets a little bit of this pungent heat from all of that chili powder, and the acid from the lime also helps caramelize the chicken, plus some salt, plus some pepper, plus olive oil, and it is just sublime.
Nice.
What I'm going to do really quickly is
mix
all of my spices together.
Okay.
It's quite a bit, but we've got a good 2 pounds of chicken. And what I'm using here is the sort of whole chicken breast, obviously boneless, skinless, because I am going to show you how I like to cut my chicken for my fajitas. Okay. If you've got a whole chicken breast, I just like to go and cut like strips like this because it cooks really fast. It also stays really flavorful and juicy, and it just gives you, it's already ready to go. You don't have to cut it after you're cooking it and then risk losing all of those wonderful, delicious, juicy bits. So this is just great. If there's any bits that you want to cut out, do that now. Trim it off now before you.
Now's the time. Now is the time.
You marinate. Adding just a little bit of olive oil. I'm only adding the olive oil to the chicken so that basically the spices adhere.
Okay.
And then a good amount of black pepper, freshly ground, of course. Just makes all the difference. And then some salt, because all of my seasonings and my seasoning blends are always salt-free, so that you can always control.
We're all about that. Let's go. Let's go.
And then your spices. I'm going to add about 3/4 of my spice mixture. And I'm going to leave 1/4 behind because I'm going to add that to my peppers and onions because I want everything to have fantastic, beautiful flavor and the juice of some lime. Now, I'm going to give you options because life is full of options and we love that. I'm just going to do one whole one. You can marinate this way in advance. You can marinate this the night before if you want to.
Okay.
Or
the longer you marinate, that's the better it's going to be. The more all them juices and flavors really get a chance to sink into those pores of that protein or whatever you're cooking. It's going to be a whole lot better. Let's go. Let's go.
If you're like me and you're strapped for time,
the longer the better.
You don't have to marinate it any longer than like 10 minutes. So the choice is really up to you.
Dealer's choice.
Just give it a really good mix. I'm actually just going to switch to my hands. I already washed my hands from when I cut the chicken, but I just want to make sure that the chicken's well coated. And that's perfect. You don't want to have so much excess spices because spices will burn. And then they become really bitter. So you see how the chicken is completely coated and it's like changed color from that chili and the paprika and whatnot. That's what you want. But if you have lots of like dried up spices everywhere that it can't even make contact with the chicken. It's just gonna burn. So no need to overdo, I promise. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this here for now, just so that I can wash my hands, slice my peppers and my onions. And that's really the only time I'm gonna give the chicken to marinate, 10 minutes or so, and it's perfect every time.
Okay.
You'll see.
Okay.
A good tip when you're cutting your bell peppers is to cut around the pepper so that you can try and minimize the amount of seeds you're going to have to fight.
But that was a new technique, the way she cut down that bell pepper. I think I might have to try that as well. That seemed very time saving as well from the way I do it. We're not going to discuss that.
With when you are slicing them. So just like that, go all
Seems
the way
like
around.
Very easy to
get rid of any of that stuff right there. And then give it a nice thin slice. Not too thin, because I really do want to keep some of that
nice knife
texture on the pepper, especially when you get fajitas. Or like, I don't think they're cooked to death. They still have a bit of texture, which I kind of like.
Okay, I see you.
All right, I've got my big cast iron skillet getting nice and hot. Now, I want to just chat about something really quickly. We've got lots of peppers and onions going on. We've got lots of chicken going on. What we don't want is steamed chicken and peppers, because that's not what we're going for here. We are going for caramelization. We're going for deliciousness. So I'm going to
look at those colors. That's just going to make the whole dish right there. It really is. I don't know. I'll like I say, I always get giddy when I'm standing in front of a bunch of vegetables that I just cut. Excuse me.
I'm going to have to do this in batches if I want to ensure myself that the chicken will not steam in its own juice and the peppers have enough space to build that beautiful flavor and color. If I were doing this on my Blackstone, you can do the whole thing at once because it's gigantic. I only have a small, well, it's not actually that
bigger
small.
Surface area.
I only have my cast iron skillet here, so I'm going to have to work in batches because I want to create those flavors. So I'm probably going to do about 3 batches of the chicken, and the chicken's going to cook really quickly because it's thinly sliced, and then I'm going to remove it and do my next batches.
Music to my ears.
Look how good that chicken looks. I did do this in 3 batches as promised because I want my chicken to have that kind of color. Look at that. It's delicious. It's sizzling. It's just a party. And we haven't even added our colorful friends.
We're having a good time.
The skillet. Add a touch more olive oil. Don't crank it up as high as it goes, especially at this point, because we are going to be doing the peppers and onions in batches as well.
Okay.
Because again, we don't want steamed peppers and onions. We want caramelized peppers and onions. Put that in there. A little bit of that seasoning, because we're going to
save some from earlier.
Put this up.
A little pizzazz.
Too. And then this also needs some salt.
Okay.
And then just cook them a few minutes until they develop some color, begin to caramelize, cook down, do all kinds of beautiful things. Second batch of peppers and onions look fantastic. Now we just unite everything.
We're gonna bring it all together
because
now.
This is how you're gonna bring it to the table. You see how the peppers are still really holding their shape? That's what I want. I don't want soggy peppers for this. I want everything to really hold their shape. And of course, I'm using clean tongs, because the tongs you use to handle raw chicken are not the tongs we are going to use to handle fully cooked chicken.
We
don't want that cross-contamination. That looks great. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to go ahead
cross-contamination
and
for
hit
sure.
it with some cilantro. Now, obviously, I don't have to tell you that there's not an ounce of authenticity in this. But there is so much goodness, so much deliciousness. And honestly, I feel like you just got to enjoy life. You know what I mean? And sometimes life is just better when you bring out a sizzling pan of fajitas.
Let them know. Let them know.
I'm just saying.
I agree.
A little bit more lime. I turned everything off, by the way. But the cast iron skillet is still on top. Hot. That is gorgeous. That is what I want. Look how beautiful. Spectacular. It did not take much effort at all. And now
I think it's time for a freeze frame. We got big pieces of peppers in there. We got big pieces of chicken. Everything is sizzling just right. She just dazzled some lemon juice on there. She just put her last little bit of seasoning on there. Like it's all there, and it's all coming together, and it's all one pan. Let's go. Let's
Two.
go.
Build myself one. What do I like on my fajitas? Tortillas, obviously. Must be charred.
Oh yeah.
Must be a little bit charred.
Definitely.
Like I said, this is not on, but the residual heat is doing really beautiful things. You can use corn or flour tortillas, whatever your heart desires. I'm using flour today. Truth be told, when I bring this to the table tonight, I'm going to put both on the table.
Okay.
Because I like options.
That's right. You gotta give them
Nice
options.
and charred.
Nice.
To it.
Very nice. It just looks better than that plain white
I'm going
tortilla.
to add my delicious chicken and peppers.
And it's a little warm. Yeah.
Oh, that chicken is so delicious, by the way, because I've already had some. And I can affirm that it is indeed a delight. I like a little sour cream.
Just a dollop will do you.
Kind of cools everything down.
Just a dollop.
I like a little salsa. Again,
Gotta
not an
have
ounce
some
of
salsa.
authenticity here, but you know what? Let's live a little.
Maybe a little pico de gallo, you know?
Let's live a little.
Nice.
That is still
Nice.
piping hot. You can hear it. Hold on. This is going to be piping hot in my mouth.
Let us know. Let us know how it turned out. Uh-huh.
You know,
Sorry. I always do you like that, Miss Laura. My
I know
bad.
what
My
you do.
bad. I'm sorry.
I love, listen, back in the day, 21, 22-year-old Laura, Joe, all our friends, Don Pablo's on a Friday night.
Okay.
You always got the chicken
Sound like some real rapscallions.
fajitas.
Good old days. The good old days. Delicious. I bet.
That total happiness. I promise. LauraInTheKitchen.com for the written recipe. Hope you enjoy.
All right, Miss Laura, we definitely appreciate you. Like I said, we welcome you into our fold, and we are very happy that you are here. And another delicious, quick, fast, simple, and easy recipe that I will be doing for lunch for sure. So that's what I'll be doing as soon as I hit end. So, all right, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you learned something, and just a little something to keep it fresh on the table. Keep it fresh on the table. All right, and I think we will have a Women's Week this week, a Ladies Week, and I'll let you know what we're doing next time. You guys be safe out there and have a good one later.